What's wrong? Just been feeling really sad, bad, and express it, you know, just everything. Kind of.
It's just toxic masculinity.
That's crying. Oh, they really can cry too.
What's wrong?
Will one day quit this? Nah. The best way out. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Oak? You can keep the XR company while I fetch Alphano. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? Leonin? Wait, is he supposed to be like, I don't know. Portal to the source. The source. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield already precede you. Though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. Oh, the soldier said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done now, least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. We have some time before the others arrive. Would you like to talk? And if I were to confess my doubts, I might harbor no one need ever know. No, I believe you have enough burdens without my babbling to them, nevertheless. Thank you. Excuse me.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been anyone to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone. For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe. Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthree may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a light warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthree.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wise of the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would be a segue towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined him. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I set the glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the light weapon in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armor?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Amarang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here. Even should we all join in the endeavour, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbour vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean, the real Nymphilia. If we travel to Amarang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do as I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, thank God. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, but to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner? This doesn't concern me, Ashley. But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to our end we go. I'll meet you at the gates.
Sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. Oh. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Oof. Alright, I gotta grab that. Let's do it one time. If I make it on the first try, great. If I don't, I'll just go talk to Minfilia. Okay. No. Sorry for the wait, I'm ready now. You sure you want to do this? Completely sure? There has to be another way. No, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger. Strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how can we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow you. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Umorian airship coming into land over while I was on my way back to Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore both resources. Meaning we can expect an encounter armed resistance on our journey to the region. Right now, lies in a southern reaches of Amarai, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the easiest route, which would lead us to something. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the hills of Amber. When Philly and I took the eastern route last time, that's a more something pat. It also makes for easier traversal of the place, but we can't use it. God damn, I got a freaking feel like I got something stuck in my throat. If we did, we need to cross the Severance from a point near the inn at Journey's End head. If the woman caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Vothri approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my post. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Umorians' attention elsewhere. To an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way you will have a chance at reaching something unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny its plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'll likely to say something that will remove regret. Well then, we leave the work up, something will to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridge, we'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few emeralds for our journey. For our own journey, I leave the rest to you to it. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. It's so annoying, man. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot I could fly. There you are. The gates leading to Orang is just up ahead. In all the times I've been here, I've never ventured into the hills of Ember, but I'm intimidated by new lands at this point. But we have more than enough reason to be cautious as it. Keep an eye on mental aid from around you. Off so soon as I know you barely had time to recover from battle. So if you're certain I'll hardly in a position to question you. I think I'm good. I think I should make some popcorn. Would probably help. With make, just peeling up something stuck in my throat. A little loogie in my throat.
Take comfort in the bond you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or Ram, at least, may have they are spent. Or may the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spent upon it. I think you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding the village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hill is surprising. Stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a few minutes to go make some popcorn, then come back. Okay, it'll probably take like 10 minutes, you know, to do it, because I have to actually warm up the pot, put it in a pot with oil or butter. In this case, I'll be doing butter. Put it in a pot with butter, let it pop, shake it up a bit so that way the seeds at the top can get to the bottom. So it should take like 10, maybe 15 minutes. So I'll be back after I make a little bit of popcorn. I guess it doesn't really mean anything me saying this because it's not like at the moment nobody's watching the stream. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Final Fantasy 11. Like every time I see these things, it always reminds me of the dunes, sand dunes in Final Fantasy 11. It's always hell leveling up in that area. So, no, you are not sure, but why do I know your face? Furthermore, you spend the birth corn. Judging coin push crack, and you are already a legend among your child merchant. Can I tell us anything on this village? Of course, anything for valued customer. This place is Gorik before the flood. Was home to many miners. After not so many now. So Master Gungan borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In this case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to something ourselves. If we continue south from here, we'll have any difficulty reaching it. I have great difficulty. The curve, right? The stone and past the mine surrounding only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnel remain. Oh no. But surely there must be somewhere. Do you think any of the other moored might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps you ask, they tell for free even to friends of our best custom. Oh, thank you for your help. Oh yeah, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. You wish to go to? I was aware once a don't gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left. No one can use it. You might search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusty wire would bear your weight. I suppose not many bone for these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Our ship is fast. Nothing is faster than our ship. The all moons have one right here. You can't ask them to take you. So I find that everybody here has similar names. Well, almost every yes, everybody has similar names. So you have Bull Bull, Ren Ren, Zen Zen, Gil Gil, Ril Ril, Gone Gone, Soul Soul, Soul Soul. Yeah, they all have like similarly sounding written names or something like that. I'm afraid I learned little of use about how to reach more present enemies. After the Amarang, we have been no excited a little more inside all the Isles of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that LC has planned more food. How's your option, Bob? What do you think? It seems those are the least risky of options. I can't imagine no case. I'd like to know it a bit more before we dash off and search, perhaps. Oh, valid customer, where are the other log of help? Up in fashion, they told us the trolley that runs the package, but I am correct to think that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when the first asked. Oh, I have to get you see, it is impassable. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the tellers would open the gate. They say they don't operate such a thing now. I do not even know if they yet exist. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Barren Mines there, where you trolley control stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened, it would be them. Thank you, you've been of great help. Well, let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Wait, do I go? Can I go that way to it, or do I have to go this way? Let's just go this way. I'm going the right way. Although I could have taken that route as well. The scale of the strike is impressive. I'd give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we reach the mains. Oh, damn you. Wait, what? Okay, I'm here, so, oh wait. There we go. That's why, because I was looking at the enemy. mess, isn't it? But the merchant mechanism for dispatch the trolley are here. Fortunately, anyone who might know how to use it is not. We might wait for Zen's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful. Something near the entrance of the mine proper called Urian's. Meet us there. Some rails is damaged. Rails, they are nevertheless very sturdy enough to bear. Oh god. Oh, I hate when it gets stuck in my teeth. Color born, a fair amount of tea, deep over long, and the colors. Okay, it's up top. It's not up top. Especially oddly enough. We stopped to hear that really nice music. Damn. What hast thou discerned? I see indeed. I'll from discussion some right. Ample evidence of recent maintenance. Lukewarm tea besides. Yeah, was I was straight up track. Looked like they were in good conditions, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. And my ability is know that no person is meant to. The stars bears more than compassion and resemblance to golems of the source. nor doth it appears to be a sole example of its kind. Prolepsalatalis fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanism here, suggests a considerable number were once in operations. I think now lies 5+ unbroken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage to the gate. And without a Artalis, even if thou weren't somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. Right, I know how to repair the tolls, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? I do believe you find find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouse on the down northern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out hiding. Defend yourself as necessary, of course. That do not try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. But wicked white, where did you come from? No, never mind that. Have you no business here? Of that, I'm sure. What are you? Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. We're not the brigands to come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need to steal? But some rubbish bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. Unlike the story, you look well. You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass through this way. the only reason you would come all this way here is to strip the machinery for parts. I have an idea. What Spoilers have? A lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, journey with two most loyal servants sworn to follow her unto Rose, and on their journey they met a sorcerer. As ancient times itself, moved by the lady's devotion of her, turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you were being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that there is a serious conjurer, now I suppose I am a bodyguard of sort, but we have rather large concerns that fairy tale romance. Though I would find here more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic team. God grant me the strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means to reach, for which to travel to that place. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off with the best thought, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. Oh, sorry? The trolley. You should have said that. Should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training back. Definitely I'm the miner, and here repair work. But our true passion is the trolley. I'm working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there is little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical invention to dust. The mere sight of traveling the tracks once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not much, if we'd like, but should be told. Well, if there is anything we could do to assist you, we could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that. I'm afraid if you speak with something, you'd understand he's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you can speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Well, our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Hey, looks like you'll be following us back to Twin then. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. You think he'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead. Alright. Looks like I'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the real yard. Oh, there it goes. Oh, let's just missed one more. Aw, son of a bitch. I'm such an idiot. Smart. Did you have tramp me have the tramp be so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. There should be done about it now. So I pointed over eager companion in the right direction. They're gone on ahead, so you might remove them. Normally we look at the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, there's more something reason to route than I completely suggest. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but haven't been on the receiving end of your friend's blow. Not worried about the seriously. Can I just freaking... Can I just use tracks? So why do I gotta run all the way around? Wait a minute, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, alright, run. Oops. I don't want to accidentally hit that, like, multiple times like that. I guess that's what happened when you button mash. Sorry about that, I'll admit I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. I nearly am. Though we should make it without further incident. This is it. Welcome. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolls that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. Oh shit. Very heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines. For that matter, the only resident that remains are the destitute and delusional, and those who with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley run just. Don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. What are you supposed to be? Never seen A3 in the parent. Or the fourth, you wicked white. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one's deep in his cups. They are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach some. They came to ask about the trolleys, you see. But there's not anymore. Especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach. I must reach. I must. Bah, so you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. You're not getting there in a trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessary to drive us to. If you insist that the trolley is not optional, at least tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blessed thing. Leave me be. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. It is bright, but I won't. There has to be a way I must find. I'm sorry, I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other resident. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if anything. And thou art truly content to stand witness. But isn't a matter of fate, Orion J. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where to stand. Minfit has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our inquiries. Got this over here, plus the chocobo. Yeah, you'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no troubles and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up as all. What did Magnus have to say? I have great hope that your lead might permit him to active work. I'm just not predictable. It's foolish of me. I'm sorry that we couldn't be of help, but I could at least show you the choice car we have here. If you like, you could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. You mean you're not giving up, even knowing that Magnus? I don't see much point in your stubborn about it, though. Perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try to will work, but if you're certain you can, help me make preparation for the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I... You're a cutie. What the fuck am I? Well, tell her hand me what I need as work. It would be help. In that case, this bolt is loose for one match, so we don't have that. You can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Hey, just will do. Give me one moment now. What's some music? Yeah, I only have around, you know. As to the lamp here, they aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, it's a nice thought. Anyway, a bit of this post seemed to have splintered, whether its lamp is lit or not. We wouldn't want this little piece of wood jagging the next person who comes. I'll need to sand it down a bit. How about if I was perfect? I should do it next one now. Along next time to finish it out. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. As you like to take it, the other tracks from here, but it's breathtaking, I know. Mine has always been a primary mechanical post in the hills of Amber, you see, but after a certain point they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Empire struck upon the idea of the Tullahs, which they had seen at work aboard. Great expense brought the engineers who, and you wouldn't know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twin itself sprang up around the time. As a matter of fact, it was named after the entwining of tales, the mutual cooperation between the native but like But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistle left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from something Stoneworks, took off for Ilmore, and now no one remains that can repair the operation at all. But there is no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here. We can as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them from them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless danger anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to the confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any pests? Ooh, almost fell. Return the Ray Hop, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who know how to repair the trolleys are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. Trolley tracks rusted and its cars fell into disarray. Now, my first word was tolerant. Damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed. Magnus and his wife returned to Earth. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, it's hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted the child to grow up away from the dangers. It didn't help in the end. His son, Sin Eaters, got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus trolleys running again. So in his memory, they started fixing these rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures, they are back for revenge. Never mind, I don't want to find out. And his wife died. Let's work out now. And out about the story of Charlie won't do much about. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but well, you see here. Now that really do any good. But we do have a Tullus we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It's certainly nice to hear something rather than Magnus group, right? Poor friends left to be eaten by the horrible beast. I feel horrible about running away, but what choice do I have now? Pointing us all being killed now, is there? Oh, damn, that's quite a distance. But if you think you can get the thing up and running, or be a phone way to stop it, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I stress that I have, from something only the most curious examination of such, I guess it's not fully unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the verse, it is host to a network of veins to the witch ether. Or so it would. Were it not for several fractures which now imputes said flow. How in the hell did you get that all from just glance? I take it you thought up a solution then? To bridge these, something requires material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, it believe it will be possible to restore the souls to life. Might I onto thee to require that which we require? And far beyond the walls of between a creature of living stone, the deep something full. Sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Very good. I shall have Tancred and Philly attend to me in the remaining preparations. Despite that, dear. But 3 constructions to the floor of either in the tallest, and thus would I ask you require 3 stones. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Oops. Okay, so we got 1, 2, only 2. SCL. Fine, special one on all. We have my tanks we need now, but wait for anchor. From end to end, the path by which either may flow through the tunnels have been duly mended. That required a sufficient in something. It's not moving. Change core. The core refuses to stir. I bear the cushion of was more there than I previously summarized. I have heard more blood to the man's veins, so that the core eaten throughout his massive frame, feeling its repairs or replacement. The tools cannot be restored. As foresaw this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. we'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it. So we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another in case things turned out as they are now, but this isn't really my story to share. If something went wrong, man, we can help. Alright, after all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I could do. Damn, no tells. Heart cannot be made by just any stone. You need a special sort of either conductivity, both it and the other. Materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't, I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Tara or someone else. Back to tapping then. So here you ask something about our Charlie's are. What goddamn could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing as you made such a quick progress in fixing the toilets and all, we was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Magnus's wife was mine, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golden heart started failing, she was the first to head out and search more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago. Finding fresh ones to tap's only gone harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is it, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling parts for scrap. Now, peace off back to wherever you came from, and Don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Scream. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was kind himself, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family, and then I got a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we've lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your talents. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching the path our own.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nonetheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the tallest. Any location wherein we might find the stone we require, no matter how scant the possibility we would seize it. I told you all near the veins where, I suppose if you really want to try, you might find something near. It was open well before tunnels became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as steep. When you get there, look for tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Assistance. I think it best Anchor join thee in this search. Although he wouldn't be so quick tonight, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Off the subway, are you? At least a lead on the stone where you need the house. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. As I will do very good turn. I might only hope that gods feel the same way. Leave was it? Let's get going. Oof. Alright, there's two of them that way, so that should be good. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then one of them is the quest, the dungeon quest. And one more, we need to wait until one more of it spawns. What happened to the other music? What was going on with it? The way you described it was expected a place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving, though we should probably hear what something has to say before we celebrate, assuming you can't find him, that is. Okay, so he really is, really is what I... Who are you and what are you doing here? But you should have listened, wasting your time. But this is the site is not as developed as the others. It's not showing there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is a leonine. All the tools in the hills of Amber are powered using them, or were at least. Anyway, whatever is left, if anything, is too far too below to be safely back. In the depths reach of the mine, we use tunnels to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. There are only options to search at higher levels for any fragments of that we have looked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you ask about is trade secret. I'll need to be compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Vera gold piece down in the mine. A bloody Vera gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. See if we have our work cut out for us, Juntaro. Thankfully, I have an idea of how we might hurry things along. I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hidden in the shadows. That's why I propose we use this sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in and I handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after you. If you feel the drops effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. I was hoping he'd drop the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool for me of thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Or mayhap she is. You're yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. I wouldn't have done it without your sun drops. So you say, but you have a proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassigned. I only managed to survey the something wilderness and imperial capital by virtue of my childhood. It has been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than something I'd rather not think about it. As long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that return to sooner we get back to. Wait, does this mean? I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but don't think it means you'll find what you're after. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off, but you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Oh, I'll take it. Oh. Oh. Every time I step out of these mines, the sky seems to be brighter. I'd never leave them if the air aren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my agreements. First, I have to ask, have you ever heard of the rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. That they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down where we would never hope to reach. And on occasion they come back with something valuable. They dig up in the mines. It is rare occurrence, but yes, that said, it is usually amount to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. How would we draw out these rockworms? Over there, in that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once that they're out in the open, knock senseless and check their bodies. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they'll like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here. I'll have a look at it. You should split up if we're to cover more grounds, as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas in your map, I'll see the parts between them. I was thinking that it's gonna actually be worms. There's these little guys. We are finding anything promising? Seeing the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the hump. Speed, comfortable friends. It's going to take time for me to shift to all this.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia. But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Science, she was something of a minor.
I know that.
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunken's best friend. Far from it. And for me, you must never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right. But I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is that! You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, the scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schooling.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent the final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. Makes me wonder what else has been buried in these parts.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it for myself. Oh, you said and told that you take it to Magnus. For 3 long years he'd believe she died for nothing. He must know the truth that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. damn you! Where'd you come from? Ugh. I gotta go back that way, seriously? Finally, music's playing again. Oh my gosh, why'd you gotta fuck the music up, man? Okay, you chillax here for, let's get you out of here. No, you stay here for a bit and get used to that place. Okie dokie. So I just need the one from the main scenario quests. Oh, I'm missing one. So I have to get that one before I go to the main scenario quest then. Oof! That's a distance. Yo, shithead. Looking at the story, all I can see is just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when Tala stars of life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. What you do the honors of deliverance to Yurionchi. Return. As promised, the tolls have been made ready to receive its heart thanks to small for our art. At least shall return in time to the timeless descent. Let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart has been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
It's working.
It's working. Magnus. This wretched heap of stolen rubble. this worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't.
What
What
troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thank goodness of all, he'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the uncle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one who holds me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets. For the world is a tapestry of fate, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For no worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith, and all will be well. Not today.
Meanwhile, in this Crystarium.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That's an insufferable abundance of light in armor. I should be glad to keep my distance.
Oh, I'd rather fall asleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you, always on the move, a lot of them. Like Lahabrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel.
determination.
So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 weeks. However do you keep your eyes from closed? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir.
Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you furiously refrain from sharing with the silence in their champion.
And
risk souring your budding relationship?
I think not.
Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you?
The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well what others can facilitate, and those who cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of his mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You have a hand in Allies as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dare trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom, the wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tame the wings of time and grasp the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of the sacrifice of brave heroes who gave their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that. Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then. On that much, we are in agreement.
My apologies for my delay, man. Pia and I had a private discussion, which beheath me to question how doth Thancred bring your research. He spoke of Minfilia, of his own accord, I see. It is well that he did, and which I attempted to broach the subject for my attention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, least tragedy and a regret I myself know of all too well. Alas, in the end, he refused to heed my A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now let us not tarry any longer. Tolus awaits. It has been years since I've seen it Tolus in such fine shape. Would that Agna was here to see it, or a son. I was ready to let her dreams die down there in the mines, even after you found the... I refused to believe it would work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this, for both their sakes, on behalf of my family, and all the miners. Thank you. Well, enough chit chat, it looks good. Everything seems to be on order. I take this Tao's presence resolve the issue of hate. Oh, that, yes. It is destined to open the Tao's approach. Then we can finally go to... You certainly can. All that remains is the final touch of the control box. All over at the mines. You hear that, boys? Get Talos over there to the mines and keep a close eye on it around the curves, understand? Let us repair to the mines then. Before we go, while you were away with Juntar, I prepared an extra set for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridges you gave me. I know I shouldn't throw it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many changes, I honestly not sure what it will do, but I wanted it to have it for luck. Thankfully, you should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. Honestly, Baker is really annoying me right now, man. Okay, let's go grab this last one. Southwest, so I gotta go. Okay, so it's over. I can't get to it, okay. Cause it's over there. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks. Ooh, okay. It's almost 12 o'clock. So, I think what I'll do is I'll probably wait until tomorrow to continue the story. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll wait until tomorrow. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Okay, I wanted to get a look at this. Where is this? Two things on the side with cranes. Some buildings here. I don't know what this is. This is interesting. But anyways, I am going to end it here for the night. By the way, checking out the stream, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you'd stop by on one of the lives, and chat and stuff like that. If you're on Marlboro, it'd be really cool to play together, hang out. But anyways, I hope you guys